I am very pleased to introduce today our guest speaker, Ambassador Dani Dayan. The ambassador serves as Consul General of Israel in New York. The ambassador represents the state of Israel to communities throughout New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Delaware. Born in Buenos Aires, Argentina in 1955, he is the first Hispanic Consul General of Israel in New York. The ambassador has established a reputation as an Israeli public figure, lecturer, and entrepreneur. He serves as chairman of the Council of Jewish Communities in Judea and Samaria, and as the Council's chief foreign envoy. The ambassador has contributed to numerous publications, including the New York Times, the Boston Globe, the Guardian, CNN, BBC, and Al Jazeera. In 1982, at the age of 26, he founded the high-tech company of Elad Systems. He served for several years as its CEO and later as chairman of the board. Before establishing his own information technology company, he spent about 7.5 years in the Israeli Defense Forces, serving in the elite MAM-RAN computerized data processing center, attaining the rank of major. The ambassador holds degrees from several universities. He is fluent in Hebrew, English, and Spanish. Also joining him on the floor today are Michael Alexander, the Director of Regional Affairs, Consulate General of Israel in New York, Sylvan Aloni, the advisor to the General Counsel, Consulate General of Israel in New York. I ask that we offer the Ambassador Dayan and his colleagues a warm Senate welcome and look forward to hearing his remarks. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Scarnati. Ambassador Dayan, we would first like to welcome you to the Pennsylvania Senate. It is great to have you with us. Ambassador, it would be our honor if you would please address the Pennsylvania Senate. Our friend, Ambassador Dayan.
It's a great honor and privilege to be here today as we mark the 69th anniversary of the re-establishment of the State of Israel. And I say re-establishment because the Jewish state in the ancient Jewish homeland is 3,000 years old, as it is 69 years young. I would like to share my deep appreciation to my friend, Lieutenant Governor Stack, to the President pro tempore Scarnati, to leaders Corman and Costa for inviting me to speak to you from this esteemed podium. Our first Prime Minister, David Ben-Gurion, used to say that in Israel, if you do not believe in miracles, then you are no realist. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we celebrate not one, but a string of miracles. We celebrate the miracle of our ancient people that in 2,000 years of exile never forgot Jerusalem and Zion. We celebrate the miracle started by the vision of Theodor Herzl, the founder of modern Zionism, that converted that yearning into a political movement. We celebrate the miracle of the establishment of the modern State of Israel and our success to defend its existence against all odds. We paid a heavy price, we still do, but never ask a foreign country to send its soldiers to defend us. We were forced to build a mighty military, but make no mistake, we will never be war-loving Sparta, we will always be peace-loving Jerusalem. We celebrate today also the miracle of the ingathering of the exiles of the Jewish people, welcoming to our shores millions, survivors of the Holocaust and refugees from Arab countries, the persecuted Soviet Jewry, and the endangered Ethiopian Jewish community. We reunified Jerusalem, our only capital since the days of King David and forever. For the first time in history, all religions enjoy full freedom of worship in the Holy City and in the Holy Land. And we miraculously revolutionized our economy, putting Israel today in the global forefront of technology and innovation in medicine, science, agriculture, water, cybersecurity, autonomous vehicles, and more. We proudly share our knowledge and capabilities with countries in Africa and elsewhere. We are among the first to assist regions stricken by earthquakes and floods, from Haiti to Turkey, from Nepal to Peru. And I'm proud to say that we are the only country in the world that, as we talk now, we extend humanitarian aid to the suffering Syrian people inside Syria, disregarding the fact that they are an enemy country. On behalf of the State of Israel, I want to thank you all for your staunch friendship. This was demonstrated by the significant legislation that was passed through this chamber last session, sending a clear message: Pennsylvania stands with Israel. Now, if a company wishes to discriminate against Israel, thanks to you, it can no longer do business with your state government. My friends, I would like to conclude quoting another former Israeli Prime Minister. In these days in which we witness a vicious, well-funded, orchestrated campaign to delegitimize Israel, let's remember the words of the late Menachem Begin. We returned to our ancient homeland, the land of Israel, and we re-established our sovereignty, not through the right of the power, but through the power of the right. Thank you so much. Shalom from Jerusalem.